Emma's a typical college-age woman, waking up just in time for class, with no time to eat breakfast, running late as any college student would, falling asleep or having trouble paying attention in class, and finally being able to sit down for some lunch between classes. This pasta looks quite good. Finally, she heads to the library to sit down and do some work. But after an hour or so, she starts to feel kind of sleepy. So she gets up to grab a snack, hopefully to get some energy. At the Gator Market, Emma tries to find something that will give her an energy boost. Then it's back to the grind. But then again, Emma starts feeling a little distracted and then even sleepy again. "Hold up," says Emma. "Why am I feeling so sleepy even though I had lunch and a snack?" Good question, Emma. To understand why you're getting so sleepy after eating a meal, let's talk about glucose. The main reason humans eat is for energy. All three major food groups, carbs, proteins, and fats, can be broken down into parts and used to make energy. Carbs are broken down into a molecule called glucose. Since the point of eating carbs is to make energy, and that energy-making process happens inside the cell, we need glucose to enter the cell, not hang around in the blood. In some situations, glucose can't enter the cell because there's too much glucose too fast, and it accumulates in the blood, leading to something called hyperglycemia, or high blood sugar. In other situations, glucose has been used, but it hasn't been replenished, like when you don't eat, leading to hypoglycemia, or low blood sugar. During the day and as we eat, our blood sugar naturally rises and falls a little bit, but it shouldn't be too drastic of a change. If you have a regular eating schedule and eat balanced meals, the difference between your low and high blood sugar levels shouldn't be that large. But if we wait too long to eat between meals and eat a heavy meal after fasting, or even eat a snack that's just plain sugar, we can experience big sugar spikes and crashes. Think back to Emma's day. She didn't eat breakfast and was falling asleep in class. Her blood sugar was probably low. Then she had a big lunch, which was mostly pasta. Her blood sugar spiked. Then she went to the library and got a snack after feeling sleepy. Another sugar crash. So on and so forth. Emma's blood sugar was on a roller coaster all day, and not surprisingly, she didn't feel so productive because she was battling off the sleepiness. But why does this matter? Why do we want to avoid blood sugar spikes and crashes? This is because chronic glucose spikes and crashes are a sign that your blood sugar levels are dysregulated and can lead to insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. You may say, "But I'm not diabetic or even pre-diabetic. Why should I care?" Blood sugar spikes and crashes aren't found only in people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic. In fact, a study conducted by the Stanford School of Medicine found that even people who are considered normal glycemic exhibited high glucose variability, with glucose levels reaching that of a pre-diabetic or diabetic person. In other words, there are lots of folks running around with their glucose levels spiking and they don't even know it. Also, people can be pre-diabetic and have no idea that they are pre-diabetic. And 70% of people who are pre-diabetic will eventually develop diabetes. You may say, "I'm in my 20s and I'm in my prime. There's no way this could affect me that much." A recent study found that in women of reproductive age, including those in their 20s, 1 in 4 had pre-diabetes. Although pre-diabetes is increasing in all adults on a steady trend, it is increasing at a rapid rate in women of this age range. Researchers have found that this could be because of lack of screening or low awareness of their risk. But there is hope. Lifestyle changes can help you regulate your glucose levels and prevent normal people from becoming pre-diabetic and pre-diabetic people from becoming diabetic. So let's go back to Emma. What are some lifestyle changes that a busy college student could do to reduce her glucose spikes? For one, walk after meals. One study found that walking for 30 minutes after a meal high in carbohydrates can help you significantly decrease your glucose spike after the meal. While Emma may not have 30 minutes to walk after lunch, walking between classes or moving after her meal, even 10 minutes, can have a positive effect on her glucose levels. 2. Eat a protein-heavy breakfast. This one is harder to accomplish because it means you have to have time to eat breakfast. Keeping Greek yogurt and fruits in your fridge for a grab-and-go breakfast can help you avoid such big sugar spikes later in the day when you're able to eat a proper meal, and it could also help you feel full. Finally, choose protein or fiber-rich snacks. Emma chose a sweet treat to get some quick energy, but she ended up inducing another sugar spike and crash and just getting sleepy. We like to think that sugary foods will help us increase alertness and energy. But in reality, studies have found that carbohydrate-rich foods actually cause fatigue and drowsiness, affecting your mood as soon as 15 minutes after ingestion. Fiber slows down that carb digestion, meaning that your blood glucose won't spike as quickly, allowing you to get the glucose you need to make ATP, but in a way that won't cause you the drowsiness in the process. So what should Emma do? Don't change everything at once. To form lasting habits, change a little bit at a time. Pick one of the 3 and implement it this week, noting any changes in your day. Changes are made by building little habits. Just pick one.